This is the soya beans here, and this field is very special. I've got pegs everywhere because I want to every year start from the same point. And then the spacing between this row and this row is 75 centimeters. All of these rows are exactly 75 centimeters. So, and then if I put my measurements next season, I will use the same measurements. Inside the row of the maize, we use 60 centimeters. So between this planting station and this planting station is 60 centimeters. Now,
so then how does it work when you rotate? Now you grow maize because you have a different distance than when you grow soya.
no, it's the same distance.
Okay.
This is also 75.
Oh, okay.
But in the rows it's 60.
Oh.
But soya you grow very close to each other. But maize needs more spacing because it's a heavy feeder. So, but why is this plot so special? Because from this peg to the peg right there at the bottom is exactly 39 meters. Why such an odd figure? Because if I measure 39 meters down here and my interspacing is 75 centimeters, you can go and do the math. I have 52 lines of crops. Exactly. Now I don't know if 52 rings a bell to you anyway.
52 weeks.
There's 52 weeks in the year. Exactly. So my aim is, I know, for instance, when it comes to maize, I need 15 kgs or a bucket full of maize to feed my family for 1 week. So now it becomes very measurable. So my aim is, like this one, if this is 39 meters, it's 16 meters long, only 16 meters long. Yeah? That from one line of maize, I want to harvest a bucket full of corn, of seeds. And if I can reach that goal, just one line of 16 meters, I have 52 lines, one line for every week of the year. I have fed my family. But it's a tiny little plot, only 39 by 16. It's a 16th of a hectare. And people have half a hectare. So if I have a 16th of a hectare, how many of these plots can I fit into half a hectare? I can fit 8 of them. Is it right? Because in a hectare I could fit 16. So half a hectare I could fit 8 of these. And only with one I'm already feeding my family. What about the other 7 now? All of that is extra that I can sell or do business with or hand out to the poor or whatever. And it becomes unimaginable. I mean, people are saying there's no way you can make a living from half a hectare of land. I'm proving them wrong here. You can actually make a good living from half a hectare of land if you manage everything so well and you follow these principles that God has shown us about crop rotations, about high standards, always planting on the same line. Don't compact this line, don't walk there. The mulch cover and the leguminous crops that intercrop. The chestnut tree is not a leguminous tree. It's quite a heavy feeder, so it's not the best tree to grow in your field. But look at that tree now. Look at the size of the maize that's growing under this tree. Okay, let's just have a look. You see, it's making 2 cobs, but it's quite a small plant. Now let's go to the Nsangu, the Faderbia albida, and we see what the plants look like underneath this tree. Look at this plant. That one, the cobs were down here. This one, the cobs are above my head. The plant is so huge and the cobs are already much bigger than that plant. Why? Because this is a leguminous tree. It's a nitrogen fixing tree and it has no leaves. I don't understand this tree. God has just put it in its DNA that it wouldn't make leaves in the rain. And it gives us fertilizer. So you can grow as many of them in your field as you want. And it grows very fast and it creates a lot of firewood. So I'm planting them everywhere because I see a future here. I'm gonna make so much money with these trees when I cut them down for firewood. It's a very dense wood because it's a thorny tree. You see, this is 4 meters and it hasn't stopped growing yet. It's still gonna push a bit higher. So the growth in this Malawi is just tremendous. No fertilizer here, eh? Not one drop of fertilizer. Only compost and some chicken manure as a top dress.